I think I'll when season 8 releases, I'll probably play a little bit, see what the fuck's going on in New World. New OPR map doesn't come out until June. What? Are you serious? How? No. How do you know that? Extremely common AGSL. Where can we read about this? Because then what's the point of season 8? What are we getting with season 8? If you know, I've been disappointed in life too many times already. You know what? It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Pretty sure OPR map is in June and preview weekends for other stuff after that. How can we see that? No, we need to discover this right now. But they have the map. Slow rolling us. I'm gonna lose my mind. I wanted to play the new map. Also cause to see what it does to my stream, like if there's returning viewers or something, like see and also show new viewers, New World a little bit, like how I play. But here it says at the top though that it's, you see that? It doesn't say preview, or it just says OPR map. Boom. I think it was the last dev and said June. New World is actually going insane. They cooking. Stop. I haven't even seen this.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the April dev update. You're kicking the season off actually with Coral Divide.
That's right.
Which players just finished playing in live and helping us test out.
Yeah, so players have been playing Coral Divide. We did a preview in February, and then we just finished up the preview in April. So yeah, starting in season 8, the map's going to be fully out, fully released, and we're actually, the plan is to run that map for a period of time before we start like a rotation with.
You see? He says that it will be live, season 8. And then after some time, it will be in rotation with the old map. I think, right? Or is there new news? I really enjoyed playing New World until Endgame wasn't fun for me anymore. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. No, that's fine, Nugs. It's good that we're double checking.
Cool. And I know that, you know, this is something where players have been wanting this for a while. This is one of those things that they've talked about where they're like, you know, we want to do things in the open world with our friends. We've seen some of these events that you have. We want more of that, but we want it to be, you know, different.
Who asked
we want
for
this to be an exciting thing for us to do, like kind of on a daily grind. And so this is definitely something that I think fulfills that and gives them a rotation of different bosses that they've seen in our expeditions, but these are not bosses that you've seen in the open world before. So that's pretty cool.
These devs don't know shit about the community since 3 years. That what may have changed. Will they ever add any PvP content to this game? Yeah. Capture the flag. Capture the flag.
So seasonal servers are very much always going to be an experimental place for us to kind of try new ideas. This one is our twist on what a typical hardcore mode would be for other MMOs. The best rewards on this server that you'll be able to get will be things like beating the Gorgon raid, beating the Sandworm, beating mutated dungeons without dying. However, in this one, dying doesn't necessarily mean your character's gone.
They should have made it that way. That is what hardcore means. Death is your character cannot be operated anymore. What is he going to say? That I don't think anything that he is going to say now is going to make hardcore. No. Then don't call it hardcore. No, simple. No. Don't call it hardcore. Then do not play hardcore if you're scared to lose your character. No. Hardcore PvE. Yeah. I mean, that is scary. I would not want to play a dungeon with some lunatics and then run the risk of losing my character, okay? That adds a factor that is fun, but scary. I would just not queue for a dungeon or a raid. Cause one motherfucker trolling, one motherfucker not being serious, your character's gone. Your healer trolling, GG. You know, I don't know why they called it hardcore. Yeah, but let's listen. Oh, holy shit! I can't speak anymore. Let's listen. When ROZI M3s, Denny's never in my life. Okay, let's hear what he has to say here.
Beating the Gorgon raid, beating the Sandworm, beating mutated dungeons without dying. However, in this one, dying doesn't necessarily mean your character's gone. What it means is that for those other players that maybe have never even experienced this content before, we're going to give those characters a massive buff. They're going to get a bunch of attributes every time they die, up to, I think, like 125 across all stats. So you're going to be able to build your character in different ways. You're going to be able to hit different breakpoints on the attribute bar. You're also going to be able to equip artifacts across the board in every slot. So 2 weapons, 5 armor pieces, 3 jewelry pieces. And then on top of...
Wait, you get stronger when you die? You get stronger when you die. Am I missing the plot? Die and get stronger. I swear to God, at this point it's intentional. AGs are doing this on purpose to fuck with people. Upside down worlds. Opposite day. Okay, let's listen to it again. Maybe we misheard, guys. Maybe we misunderstood. Hey? We misunderstood. 100% right.
So you're going to be able to build your character in different ways. You're going to be able to hit different breakpoints on the attribute.
No, wait.
For those other players that dying, beating...
Keep dying till I can one-shot the boss. Exactly. Like, what? What the fuck is he saying right now?
Will be things like beating the Gorgon raid, beating the Sandworm, beating mutated dungeons without dying. However, in this one, dying doesn't necessarily mean your character's gone. What it means is that for those other players that maybe have never even experienced this content before, we're going to give those characters a massive buff. They're going to get a bunch of...
What do you mean? Which players get selected to get new players that I don't understand it, man. Then maybe just don't join hardcore yet if you don't know the game. Yeah, well, I don't know the game, so let's join a hardcore server and get rewarded for being an idiot. I don't. How can they all just be like, yeah, what he's saying is correct.
Of attributes every time they die, up to, I think, like 125 across all stats. You're also going to be able to equip artifacts across the board in every slot. So 2 weapons, 5 armor pieces, 3 jewelry pieces. And then on top of that, and that's everybody, death or not. So the
Why
people
are they
that
laughing? Look at them laughing. Look at her face. Why is she laughing? Keep looking at her.
Artifacts across the board in every slot. So 2 weapons, 5 armor pieces, 3 jewelry pieces. And then
What? What is that? She's laughing at how ridiculous it sounds. And she's like, yeah, everyone's gonna fall for it again. I'm telling you, they're trolling. So glad I'm gonna play this. Dev's laughing at me. They've been trolling for 3 years. They're literally rewarding for being extremely bad. Yes. What the fuck? What is even the point of the server then? So, okay, right? They always said, oh, the PvE community is way bigger and the hardcore PvPers, it's like a minority, right? Okay, so they're implementing hardcore servers. That's usually for hardcore players. But then to also cater to noobs, they're making it a server where... What? Then what is all... So you can just keep on playing? Or when does it end then? Does it ever end? Is it just a server where you just get boosted and boosted and boosted? I don't get it.
on top of that, and that's everybody, death or not. So the people that are unfallen that have never died will be able to try the raid that way. And then on top of that, there's a couple things, like obviously, I know there's some fatigue with MSQ. We don't necessarily want people to go through that, so we've made more of a quest line that's a tutorial for the server. The goal being is that this server is more of like a weekend event. You and your friends should be able to take about 2 or 3 sessions and get to the end game in that time.
What did Jay say about this, or other streamers? What did they say about this? Am I the only one that's confused? Is this a me problem? I need to know this. Do they understand what a hardcore server means? Godot says yes. Wait, I forgot my question. What are you saying yes to? I am the problem. Okay, okay, that's loud and clear. But can you explain this? Hardcore means you lose your character when you die. This game, you become Godzilla. You become Steven Seagal. Oh my god, it all makes sense. You're unstoppable. You get stronger every time. No, everybody had a good laugh at this shit? Okay. Because Jay's title was New World is Cooking. And then I see this. Okay, you know what? Let's ignore everything. Exactly, sweet. That's what I was saying too. Then you can just... You can become invincible, you know? I mean, if that's what it sounds like. I'm sure there's like some type of like cap or something, but what is the point? The only thing AJ is cooking is their gullible player base. Because I was playing Wolfenstein. Hello? Is my PC broken? Could not write crash dump. Guys, what the fuck is going on? Can you hear me? How do I close that? Where's my mouse at? I don't see anything anymore. My whole PC's frozen. I'm serious. It's called Lane got me. Been talking too much shit about the upcoming season. Oh! Guys, I'm cooking something. I alt-tabbed. Yeah, I alt-tabbed. Okay, we're back. I thought I lost you all. Okay, well, anyway, let's continue the video.
Soon.
Yeah, and you called out something like, not only are we starting that seasonal server a little bit later in the season, we're also running it for a limited time.
Why are they taking the time again to actually launch this shit? What is the purpose? It's like, oh, we got so much content for you guys. We need to like gradually introduce you to everything. Motherfucker, you're not giving us anything besides a new map that we've already seen. Okay, everyone's seen it. We don't need we don't need time. Okay, and then you have this hardcore server that's actually not a hardcore server. So what are you? They think we're slow. They think we're slow. They're just recycling their 6-year-old content. That'll be your first and last warning from AGS. They ain't got shit on me. I'll continue with the slander. There's something in my eye now. They're literally attacking every single part of me right now.
So yeah, I'm pleased to announce our next game mode is Capture the Flag. Yes, we will be previewing this in not one, but 2 previews.
What?
With 2 different maps. Yes.
2 maps.
2 maps. Yeah, can you believe it? Yeah, we've been working hard on this. And we were having so much fun with like one map. We were like, so we actually, you know, this is similar to how we did the last OPR map for Coral Divide. We started with a lot of gray box maps, right? And like kind of narrowed it down.
I
Like
agree.
strategies associated with that.
Yeah, for
no
sure.
laughing aloud.
Yeah, like so the first one is it's a pretty simple map. It's like this 2-tier bridge, very straightforward. We feel like this is the best map to like introduce the game mode and get people used to it. We also added 2 new gameplay mechanics to this mode. We have jump pads.
If I cannot shoot the bow in air while making a 360 in the air, I will ban Melkor. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Can you shoot? No. No. You cannot shoot while falling. Only explosive arrows. Then you won't be able. Well, they better fix that. They better fix it. Yeah. Maybe.
So we also added, we have like a health, a haste, and an attack power up. And they respawn on a timer and just add a little more tactics to the map and
I don't like that sound
strategy.
of that.
And yeah, so the second map it's a much wider map. We actually call it wide.
Health packs? Health packs? I'm a big fan. Health packs, big fan. Power-ups? Imagine a musket having a power-up. Being 400 dex.
We also have another arena map. So the last arena map we added was in Season 2, the Brimstone Sands arena. And the third one is set in this kind of like ancient temple, like it's like an overgrown temple. What's interesting about this map is it's our largest arena that we've done thus far. But we did something a little different this time, where the death fog ring closes in much sooner, and just like slower, like it still ends at the same time as a regular arena, but because it starts sooner, the arena starts to close in. We also have another version of Outpost Rush. This is called Outpost Rush Barebones.
From what I've read, this sounds interesting, this upcoming thing. I think it's nice. And it's a good idea.
In this version of Outpost Rush, you will have all of your the perks on your gear will be deactivated. Okay, so the idea here is that it's a completely level playing field. Players who maybe have bounced off of PvP because they thought their gear wasn't good enough, they can hop into this mode and compete just like everyone else, just like people who have thousands of hours in the game, right? Meanwhile, maybe people who have thousands of hours in the game and have like super good gear, and maybe people are saying, oh yeah, your gear's good, that's why you're so good, right? It has nothing to do with your skill. They can jump in here and kind of prove like, no, say like, I'm not.
I'm telling you, you don't need BIS to be BIS, Melkor. No, they're not clueless this time. I think this is good. Yeah. This would be the perfect situation for me, because I never have good gear. So I'm never on an even playing field, okay? Now, all the people that have this big ego, you know? Okay, join. See what happens. That's just dog shit move though. They're taking away what people played, farmed for. No, cause I think it's good. No, cause I think it's good. This will be a niche mode, I'm guessing. Well, all the good players will be in there, so. No, not dead.
Not good. Like, it's not just my gear.
So all of this is to give folks the opportunity to play Outpost Rush who have been concerned that their gear is a limiting factor. And then the other side of that coin is that you can prove that your gear is not the only reason why you're so good at Outpost Rush.
Definitely a big concern on the modes team is that as we add more modes, more maps, we'll actually, like, you know, we talked about bifurcating the audience.
The modes team? There is a team for modes? That's cap.
More easily do mode variants like this, right?
Yeah, that's true. Like, so definitely a big concern on the modes team is.
Are you joking? The modes team? What are they doing all day?
The queue links and just like the engagement for the different modes.
You know what I think is really interesting, right? Is that they always made it sound like the game was so PvE heavily, like in terms of the player base, they were so PvE focused. But their whole introduction to this video, more than half the video up until now, has been about PvP. It's like they want to get our attention back. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, the PvP community was the core of the player base. Interesting.
That's enough of you talking, JR.
Okay, I'm done.
enough of that. So let's totally switch gears here and talk about something that is another thing that players have been talking about for quite some time, and that's Barbershop.
So we are going to allow you to purchase a Barbershop token in the in-game store with Marks of Fortune, and you will be able to customize your character.
Their customization of character is the worst I've ever seen. I feel like in mobile games you even get more options and stuff.
And that will be available in Season 8, right at the beginning.
Who is making this video?
And, you know, some of us
They're trolling
want to take
So actually, it would probably be pretty useful.
They charge you more tokens if your character is ugly, since they know you are desperate. So be prepared to pay. What the fuck do you mean? My character's perfect, okay? My character's perfect. I got the pigtails, I got a good face. Okay? And that's it. I don't need anything. I'm not interested in Barbershop. Only if they would make it possible to change more. They need to make artifact mounts, get some real hype in there. Yeah, like mounts you can like grind for like 1% drop mounts or some bullshit like that. That you're walking around in Windsward and you're like, Look at me, bitches. I got this mount. Now no one gives a shit. You're riding a fucking a bear? Who cares? You bought it in the store. Goda should be in this video. He did a transmog competition, I remember. Yes. Very true. They not smart enough to add this type of content. Look at OPR Arena rewards. True.
Well, that's awesome. And then while we're on that subject of, you know, weapons and combat and all that good stuff, we also have combat updates happening.
Well, first I want to talk about the reasoning. So, like, for making target lock adjustments. Okay, so our game is very skill-based, right? Like, combat is kind of the core of the game, and that being heavily skill-based, right? So an aim assist is for manual aiming primarily, right? To help guide the missiles, you know, guide your projectiles. Controller players will learn quickly, I think, to stop relying as much on target lock for ranged
use your
combat.
fucking brain for once.
And they will selectively
God
unlock
damn
and then
it.
just try to like manually aim. And they'll find that they're more successful at that than they were, you know, in previous seasons.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Guys, please, if you're new, please consider following. Would be really cool if you did. You can also join the Discord if you're interested. You'll get a notification whenever I go live.